How's it going, guys? Chris back again with some more. We're all here in MTD Arena today. We are playing Alpharael, Stonechosen. And we are a Void Morbid deck. An odd combination, to be sure, but one I do think makes sense. So we're going to need to find something warp related, I think. So that's the easiest way. We did actually draw Arya, which is one of the better options for us. As a way to get rid of creatures. Because our deck relies on two things. It relies on Morbid and Void to get additional value out of our cards. And then creatures that enter and then disappear immediately. Now, Warp is one of the ways to do that. We even got our guy. Not paying attention. Again? Go ahead and play. Oh, we should have played him first, right? No, he is only his attack counts. We can set it up next turn. So much discovering. What is going on? This is just a combo deck, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I've seen enough of this, I think. There's no way we survive this deck. Right. Back again. We're up against Squall. Blitz. Squall is one of those commanders that auto warp creatures don't do anything when they come in, but it's good to have them. Squall is one of those commanders that I saw and I was like, this is so cool. I built him and I thought this is so cool. And then I played against somebody else that built him better and I was like, this is so annoying. Why did you do this with it? Yikes. Well, there's my creature. Luckily, power modifications don't actually affect him, although they do. They do more damage, which is not something to write off. One ring. No damage means no Rian. So. Let's draw my card. We're going to lose it immediately. Well, I do get it back eventually. I'm gonna go with this. Sure. We really don't want that to hit. This looks like a fair-ish build. Oh my god, that's... I say that. Taking so much damage. Takes more. But now, matchups like this... Into the bottom. Draw a card, lose life. Tragic Slip. So we warp. And we don't have enough mana. Next, next, next. Tragic Slip, but we can't actually Tragic Slip the thing we want to. GG. We'll save some clicks. We are back. I mean, we at least have removal now, which is nice. Okay, Mox. Are we playing Legacy? Like, what is the deal? What? Yeah, well, I mean that's Flub's mana, but there's nothing else that Flubs can do. You would play an additional land, yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna... Looks like our opponent is gonna outspeed the turn 4 Wrath, which is disgusting behavior. You gonna play it? You can play it. Flubs will draw you a card. No, they already did their second land drop this turn. This is turn 2. I desperately need to draw. Desperately need to draw a land. Because if I don't, I lose. That's just the whole story. I'd say it's the matchups you've seen in this video that turned me into a control player. That was just so fast. No land. Moving on. We could have equipped, I guess, but no real reason to if we can bluff something. Of course, bluffing on Arena is a lot harder because you basically have to go into full control mode. Otherwise, your opponent knows they basically have free reign. Land. It's a very Kaladesh looking land, and whenever you see Kaladesh things happening, where there's artifacts and a bunch of card draw, it's generally a sign that you're about to die. But hey, new breeding pool. I've opened one of the new ones, but I don't think I picked it. I think it was during a draft. Don't know if I've opened one just casually, but I have playsets of all the shocklands from the first Ravnica that was on Arena. It's not as though I'm looking for them. I'd rather have commanders, but I do appreciate the new art. Like, half the fun of Magic is seeing a card you played with in the past get some cool looking new artwork. And I do like this breeding pool artwork. Opponents in the tank. Like, we're so far behind at this point that I don't think we can win either way. So it might just be worth it to concede and go on. But who knows? Yeah, I think I'm going to get out of here. Flubs demonstrated that he can play a bunch of things very, very quickly. And our deck is a slower build. Our commander is a 5-mana 3/3. Like, he's not gonna win any strength contest. Although his ability is pretty decent. Not the best version of that effect that we've seen. Not even the best version of that effect we've seen at 5 mana. There's an old card, Master of something, that's... Get this down first. That is a Rakdos card that a 1/4, I believe. And it just puts your opponent at 1 when it deals combat damage. This guy, he gets the half the life total rounded up on attack, which is better, but like, if you put your opponent to 1, you're probably gonna be fine. Sliver, we do have a way in the deck to make our creatures into slivers. Only one, which is a little sad, but we do have a ways of finding it. Can we get that down? There aren't as many unearthed creatures on Arena as I thought. Unearth is a very old mechanic, and we don't have any of the sets it was from, but Jumpstart and things have like trickled in a couple cards here and there with older mechanics, so I thought maybe we'd have more, but
now. Together we can exact justice.
I mean, this is gonna be a pretty good Massacre Worm. It's gonna be a pretty good Massacre Worm. GG. It was gonna be a pretty good Massacre Worm. We're back for a game 4. We can hit even if we actually win this game. We are 2-1. No, 1-2 at the moment. Oh my god. And this hand does not really look like it's up to the task, but we'll see. It has ramp, which is really good in the early game. That means our commander can come down with parity with their commander. opening Cabal coffers in this one because we needed so many of our lands to sack creatures to actually ensure that we could trigger warp reliably. Not warp, void reliably. Haste. I wonder if the warp ability should have come with inbuilt haste. It's a neat twist on the unearth mechanic, right? But
My prowess is unmatched by my peers.
I find one of the problem with it is that
Meditate
half the
and
time the abilities on the cards are so situational that
Interesting technique.
they just don't do anything for their warp cost, right? You just wait and play them later for their full cost when they can actually sit there and do what they want to do. I don't know, I think the direction might not be on par with some of the past mechanics as far as being, because it's interesting. It's an interesting take on the mechanic, but and Liliana.
Your corpse will make time to wake up and smell the decay.
I mean, if I can get a planeswalker to ult, our opponent is gonna lose. So, Voidforged Titan. Let's
I do quite enjoy
grab our commander.
necromancy.
Probably they don't only have access to mass bounce. We're not going to get any card draw, Liliana. But they're also going to find it difficult to actually remove Liliana. Land has been stationed. I mean, that is a guy's cradle once it gets fully stationed.
Don't speak ill of the undead.
I mean, Wither is a good way to fight against the counter buildup. And it lets me start getting card advantage while a Narset's not on the field.
This is more under my packs give me strength.
Farseek, I can respect it. It does make our opponent's creature get real big, though. Like that. I'm guessing Narset's coming back down. But if they can't get through to Liliana this turn, we ult her, and it's just over.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality are lost. Hone your prowess.
Walk-in closet, Forgotten Cellar. Simona's a really cool commander. I'm glad that we got her in Foundations because her ability to double any kind of counter on things is just really nice. Sure. Sure.
Ah, time to get my hands dirty. Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips.
I mean, that should be fine, right? You did let it happen, opponent.
My mind needs a rest.
I think we win this one. I didn't jinx myself. Got there in the end. Yep. Well, 2-2. Not a bad record overall. A little bit down in the beginning, but we got there in the end. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I will see you next time. Bye for now.